Okay, today's video, money stories, how Roman Abramovich made billions. So let's get into it. Today's agenda is early life, career, net worth, and the lessons learned. So his early life. Roman Abramovich spent most of his childhood with his grandparents, as his parents both died whilst he was young. As an orphan child, he grew up in Komi in Russia and is of Jewish descent. He wasn't the most of the academic individuals, having dropped out of 2 colleges, but he had a very strong entrepreneurial spirit, even in the early days, and was doing a lot of different things at market stalls, which we're about to get into. So when he dropped out of college, he decided to start selling things at market stalls. He started selling plastic dolls, and then he got some results from that and progressed into doing other things on the market stalls like rubber ducks and deodorants and perfumes and other products that he could sell. So as you can see, he started off very humble, very, hustler-like. He then progressed into other business ventures, which then caused quite a bit of controversy. One of them was he bought an oil company at a reduced price of about 100 million. It was called Sibneft Oil from the Russian government, which he later sold for 9.95 billion just 10 years later to that same Russian government. So that was quite a big uplift. And at the time when he bought that Sibneft Oil company, it was already undervalued at the first place. So that was where most of his wealth was actually created, in that little venture. But that venture came with a lot of controversy, a lot of, dodgy dealings, a lot of funny stuff happened there with regards to the oil company, which we could probably get into in a later video when we go into depth. He then went on to do lots of different things. One of the most notable things is he bought Chelsea Football Club in 2003 for 140 million, which he later was forced to sell, partly due to a lot of these controversies that were going on. And that deal sold for up to 4.25 billion. His net worth, Roman Abramovich's net worth is 8.7 billion. He is number 350 on the Forbes billionaires list, and he is number 217 in the richest in the world. So lessons learned from Roman Abramovich in this short time. Stay legit, stay legal, and stay on the right side of the law. He's had a lot of controversy. He has a lot of problems with the government and with authorities, and he's had to really defend himself a lot here, and he's even openly had to, speak out about some of the things that he's done, which are a bit dodgy. Not all of them very ethical or moral in terms of, sometimes he's bribery. He's been involved and he's been admitted to doing some bribery and things like that. So, it's not the right way to go about, generating wealth and becoming successful in life. You want to stay on the right side of the law, stay legal, stay legit. We can still do this without having to do dodgy stuff. Lessons learned: buy undervalued assets that have the potential to be resold for above market value. People, overlook that part, but that was the big thing that's made most of his wealth. He bought the asset, which was the oil company, at an undervalued price, and then he was then later on able to resell it at a much greater price. But even if he had resold it just at market value, he would have made lots of money. So, that's a big thing there. That's a business model by itself. Some people just do that. They buy undervalued assets, whether that be a property, whether that be a business, whether that be lots of different things, whether that be certain, items that people have knowledge about, whether that be artwork or jewelry. They buy undervalued assets and they resell it. So this is a business model in itself. So the action items for today's video are as follows. 1, I want you to identify one asset that is undervalued. That can be a property, that could be a business, that could be some kind of item, whether that be a watch, jewelry, an artwork. Go and do some research with the knowledge you have, or if you don't have the knowledge, go and learn about different investments, different assets, different things that you can discover. It could even be just a car, for example, a car that's undervalued. 2, I want you to conduct thorough due diligence on the deal. See whether you can actually sell that for more. Go check up the prices for that thing at its full market value, or if it was repaired or done up. See what you could do to actually bring that market value up on that item or that asset or whatever you've discovered. Yeah. 3, purchase the deal with the intention of exiting. So I want you to actually go ahead now that you've done the due diligence and you've identified something that was undervalued and you've seen that it can clearly sell for more and you've done thorough due diligence on that deal and you have knowledge on it. I want you to purchase the deal with the intention of exiting so that you can receive the profits from the difference between its undervalued price and its new market value or above market value price. All billionaires were once just like you, so if they can do it, so can you. As usual, like, subscribe and share, leave a comment below, and I'll give you my 2 cents.